everybody, this is Lynn from Gardening from Square One. Welcome to my garden. So today I'm going to talk about some very exciting changes. This has been in the works since last year, and life happens and we just didn't get this project done last fall, and so we are actually going to start this new project on Monday, and I'm so excited for it. So what's going to happen is, as you can see, I am standing right now on the edge of the main lawn towards the back of our house, and then towards the east is our septic drain field that has lawn. It was overseeded with perennial rye or annual rye, I really don't know. When we built the home, the company that put in the septic drain field, they added the seed during the winter, the winter, and I think it was some type of rye. It died once our temperatures hit the 80s, and we just haven't been able to maintain anything over there other than weeds. And so what we're planning on doing is there's a strip of weeds and mulch and different things between the main lawn and the septic drain field that has a bunch of weeds. And so what we're going to do at this point is connect the main lawn to the septic drain field and just extend the lawn all the way across. Then, of course, that planter bed on the east side of the property that you see in front of you, the planter bed with the rock and plant, the blue salvia, denim and lace, Russian sage, all of those plants back there. There will be edging that will separate this new Bermuda lawn from the planter bed over there. So I'm so excited to eliminate this weed fest that we have on the septic drain field that you're seeing right now, and just have it have the Bermuda installed. So now I'm standing on top of the septic drain field, and I'm going to spin around back towards the main lawn, and you'll be able to see that the main lawn is quite extensive. We're going to extend it across for now. We have other plans for that area. We're going to hopefully take out some of the lawn and create raised planter beds for veggies, and we're hoping to put a jacuzzi and a courtyard over closer to the house. But maybe this fall we can look into taking care of that. But for now, I'm just really excited to get rid of the weeds and to connect the lawn. So the next big project that will start tomorrow, and I guess it's not a big project that's going to start tomorrow, is our Mott tree area, which is adjacent to the septic drain field that I'm standing on. So I'm going to walk towards the Mott of trees right now, and you'll see it's a weed factory too. A lot of the landscaping that I've done thus far has been around the perimeter of the property for privacy and things like that. And then the interior of the space is going to be filled in last. But we are going to complete this Mott of tree area tomorrow as well. So over here on the east side, we are going to have an entrance. Our yard is very sloped. So if you look towards the west of the yard, you'll see I'm not pointing this camera at an angle. My yard is very sloped, and the neighbor's yard drains into my yard, and then it comes out and it drains into my neighbor's yard. He already has a dry riverbed at his low point set to collect all of the rain water and everything that comes out of my yard. So this space between the septic drain field and the Mott trees. So I'm going to turn around and let you see the septic drain field, and I am slightly under the Mott trees. So there's a space in front, in between this space, there's going to be a dry riverbed, a dry creek bed coming through this space right here. And then it is going to travel down towards my rocks into the neighbor's yard and get collected into his dry riverbed. And you can kind of see in the ground where the water has carved out the soil, etc. So erosion associated with this path as all of that water gets flushed through our yard into our neighbor's yard. So there will be a dry riverbed coming through here. We'll probably create a little bridge that will take you across this dry riverbed. And then this will be one of the entrances to this Mott of live oak trees that we have. So in front of me right now will be one of the main paths leading into this Mott of tree area. And so we're going to have limestone edging and pea gravel, a pea gravel path through here. And I'll probably add plants and things over to the left. I think just low plants, because my husband doesn't like the view outside of the Mott of trees to be blocked. So, and then I don't like seeing just nothing on the ground. So the compromise is to put little low level plants that are part sun, part shade, because this area is part sun, part shade. And so I'll probably add little plants like, I'm thinking carex and things like that along the path. So the path will come in towards the interior underneath the canopy of these gorgeous live oaks. This is one of the reasons why we purchased this property, was because of these gorgeous live oaks. They're at varying stages of maturity. One is definitely mature, but these live oak trees in this space over here is one of the things that attracted us to this property. So nestled in this space right here, we're going to have an oval shaped seating area, so we can come out and, just relax and entertain under these live oak trees. I don't know exactly how it's going to be. We talked about just edging it with the limestone and filling it in with pea gravel. But then I saw in the estimate there were a lot of pavers to match the stone on our house, like flagstone pieces, I guess. And we did discuss that too. It's on the estimate. And so hopefully we will have a flagstone seating area with a space in the middle of concrete slab for a table or something like that. So also on the edges of the seating area, so in the niches over there, I'm going to have little spaces where I can have other plants surrounding the seating area. Right now I have 2 tea olives, and then I have oak leaf hydrangeas and and then we're trying this arborvitae. It's called the Virginiana. It's supposed to be zone, I think 4 or 5 all the way up to 9B. So I'm hoping that it will continue to be happy over in this space and grow up to be a big, beautiful evergreen tree. That arborvitae, I planted it last fall. It's supposed to become about 5 feet wide and about 12 feet tall. So just to create a little privacy over here, evergreen interest to create privacy. So turning around, right now I'm standing on what will be our future patio, outdoor patio area, I guess. That's not the right word. Seating area, so paver seating area. And then we're going to have a path that leads away from the seating area, just like the opposite edge with limestone built in with pea gravel. And it will kind of have very soft curves, and it will take us back to the gate and another entrance into this space. So I'm going to turn around towards the south, and you'll see we've already added a lot of evergreens, so boxwood. They're lining this Mott of tree space, and they'll remain low for my hubby who doesn't like tall things. And then I have carex, so the stripy, grassy looking plant is carex. I'm going to add 2 more, and I'm going to put them in front of this yin and yang viburnum. I have 5 of those nestled about, so I'm going to put the strappy sedge in front of those evergreen viburnums. I'm so happy that they're doing well because they're very difficult to find. And I found two yangs and 3 yin viburnum. And I planted them like in December. And then it got cold. And they're not on irrigation or anything like that. So I covered them up with a lot of mulch to try and protect them because I wanted them to make it through the winter. Fortunately, we didn't have a harsh winter this past winter, so they did survive. So I'm very happy about that. Also, I think this is a glitters and glows viburnum. And so it survived too. It survived too. And I'm very happy about that. What I'm kicking around the idea of is right now everything in this space that flowers with white flowers for the most part. And I'm wondering if I want to try and make this primarily a white garden. So like a moonlit garden under the Mott of trees versus adding pops of color. Now these calicarpa over here, they get little pink flowers on them. And you can see the pink flowers on this calicarpa, they're extremely subtle. Although with that being said, all of the little, I don't know what you call them, the little pods for the blooms, they haven't opened. So there's a lot more of the pink flowers that could actually appear on this plant. And so maybe they'll stand out in a more pronounced way once they all open. So this is my first year growing this plant. It actually went in the ground towards the beginning of winter as well. I also have a tea olive back there. So it won't block my husband's view because we're going to limb it up. So it'll be limbed up just like the live oaks. What I'm looking forward to, this is a fruit landi, or however you pronounce it, and it is supposed to be one of the most fragrant of the tea olives. So when I saw the opportunity to purchase that, oh wow, I don't know how long it took, probably less than a couple of minutes for me to purchase that once I was notified that it was in stock. So I'm really looking forward to experiencing the fragrance from that plant. It too went in last year. I planted it last fall. And then I have this Chinese snowball viburnum. And I have a bolero rose and a busy bee vitex over in the corner. And so what I'm planning on doing is the boxwood that lined this bed. I have more boxwood coming. I have 10. And so I am going to continue the boxwood around the corner. I'm probably going to have to move that rose bush back about 2 feet. But the boxwood, they are lining this space, and then they're going to wrap around the corner and then continue heading east towards the fence. I have some other little roses and mystic spire salvia and different lower growing plants that I'm going to pop in through the edge of this Mott of tree area. And I have a Merlot redbud growing in there. And again, this one will be limbed up as well. So you'll still be able to be seated in the Mott of tree space and see out into the yard. This tree I've had for 2 years now, and it really struggled. It was in a pot. And then I planted it in the ground last year, and it had issues with some type of bug that lived inside of the leaves, and the leaves folded up and concealed the bugs inside of the leaves. But this year it seems to be shaking off that issue, and I'm really happy to see that, because I really was drawn to this Merlot redbud. It's supposed to have burgundy heart-shaped leaves, and then of course it has the hot pinkish lavender flowers in late winter. So I was really happy to see it survive. So I'm going to have mystic spire salvia. I have some rose bushes and some other plants that will be dotted throughout this space along the edges. So the limestone is going to come around the corner and create separation between this Mott of trees and then the dry riverbed that will be running between the septic drain field and the Mott of tree space. So what I'm talking about is the Mott of trees is on the left and the septic drain field is on the right. There will be edging separating both areas, and a dry riverbed will run through this space with the bridge down there at the end, so we can cross over to get on the path that leads into the Mott of trees. So these are the major projects. Other little projects that's happening right now, all of our trees are going to have metal rings put around them to keep the Bermuda out. We have Bermuda lawn, and it is, oh my gosh, it's aggressive. And then the 3 crepe myrtles, these are Muskogee crepe myrtles with the beautiful pinkish lavender lilac blooms. We are going to put the flags out today to show how these trees will create a kidney-shaped island. And so this is going to be a lot of fun. I'll get to fill in the island with a lot of plants. So right now I'm kicking around ideas, trying to figure out exactly what I want this island bed to look like. You know, the thing is, I have to also keep in mind that at some point these Muskogee crepe myrtles, they are going to create a decent amount of shade for this island bed. And so, but they will be limbed up, so there will be some sun as well. So trying to figure out what the planting environment will be under these Muskogees, and putting the right plants for the conditions as they change, as these trees grow. It's kind of a challenge. What I'm thinking about doing, though, is putting some annuals that they're not permanent until I get a better idea of what the lighting situation will be under this island of trees once it's created. So that's one other thing. And like I said, all of the trees in Bermuda, front and back, are going to have metal edging around them just to keep the Bermuda out of the trees. So that's about it. Those are the big plans. I am looking so forward to these changes. As I indicated, we first met with a landscaping contractor the end of summer last year, and life happens, and in the fall we weren't able to proceed as we had hoped with these changes. But tomorrow is the day that we will start with these changes. So I appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoy this content, please consider giving it a like, clicking subscribe. If you know anyone else that's looking to make changes, or they're starting a garden from square one as we did, this was just this property, this space was just natural space. There was never any houses or anything here to our knowledge. If so, it was a very, 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 very long time ago. But it was just, there was nothing here other than the natural environment. And so we try to keep as much as of that as possible. That's why these live oak trees, we were very excited to see these live oak trees on the property. It was definitely a selling point for us, and why we selected this lot was for these live oak trees and the space over here on the east side of our property. So my color theme is pink, purples, blues, and so I'm rambling at this point. That's something I do. But anyway, I just want to say thanks for watching. Please click subscribe. I will give an update hopefully next weekend. If I have the opportunity, I'll get out and shoot some footage this week just to show the progress and the changes. I will definitely put up a video so you guys can see how this turns out. I am very excited. I hope it looks really good. I'm optimistic because we have an excellent crew, landscaping contractors that do work for us. So I'm going to stop rambling and just say thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day in your garden. Bye.